great celebrations, obviously, from what you achieved today. Can you just almost describe your emotions when you got that 100 after all you've been through in the build-up to the game?
Oh yeah, it was obviously a very satisfying moment. Just to play in an Ashes Test match is very special. A childhood dream, really, but to score 100, yeah, it's very special. Something I'll remember for the rest of my life, definitely.
There was definitely an outpouring there, wasn't it? Of almost, well, relief, I guess.
Probably a bit of everything, really. A bit of relief, a bit of excitement. But then Hads was on my back about getting set again and trying to build the partnership a little bit longer as well. So. Yeah, it was great emotions running through the body, and yeah, I don't know, I'll remember them for a long time.
Brad, you're obviously gripped with nerves on 94. Can you talk us through that? What goes through your mind to make you get down the pitch against the 96?
Get out of the 90s as quick as I could, to be honest. Oh no, they cut my areas off pretty well, and I could see what they were doing. It was just one of those things. I just had a clear head and went for it.
Whether there's a conscious effort to really get on top of these English bowling attack when you have the opportunity, because a lot of guys there are very inexperienced in bowling these kind of conditions, almost making a statement for the whole of the series.
Well, I actually think the first hour, probably hour and a half, was probably the hardest test bowling I've ever had to face. So it was a pretty conscious effort of making sure we got through that unscathed, and hopefully at the back end of that, we might be able to get on top of the bowls and play with a little bit more freedom. But that first hour and a half was as tough as Test cricket you'll get with Broad and Anderson bowling.
Yeah, definitely. There wasn't a conscious plan to try and make a statement or anything like that. It was just about being in the moment, playing the situation. And as Brad said, that first hour and a half was extremely tough Test cricket. But we knew if we could get through that, we'd reap the rewards later on. We probably had a bit of luck to get through there, but yeah, it was great Test cricket.
Sam, having said that, though, having got to that stage and having got on the partnership you did, you must feel now that you've struck a kind of psychological blow.
Oh, I haven't really thought about it like that, to be honest. It was good to make them bowl sort of 3 and 4 spells each. They bowled a lot of overs, and it's got to be tough, as a bowler to keep getting up and bowling, in our conditions. So hopefully that has its benefits. But no, I don't know. It's all about this Test match, really. We're just focusing on we were trying to build as big a lead as we possibly could and get ourselves into a great position to win this Test, and that's all we're really thinking about at the moment.
Brad, what has that innings been for you, given all the dramas you've had this year, mate?
I was asked that before, and the elbow's not something I really thought about for the last month. It's been in a pretty good place, and I've had no dramas since I've actually come back to play first class cricket and in national cricket. So it's obviously was a long road back, but the last month, yeah, I haven't thought too much about it all, and it hasn't been in my thoughts at all.
Are you guys incredibly exhausted now, or are you on a high?
Oh, a bit of both. Really, it was quite satisfying to do what we did today, but we sort of had to get over it pretty quick and get back out in the field and get back to reality and bowl tonight. So yeah, it'll be probably a good sleep tonight.
No, I've still got plenty of adrenaline running through my body. No, I might struggle to get off to sleep tonight. I'm sure I'll replay a few shots in my mind.
Okay.
For both of you, I mean, when you're putting all those runs together, you're very focused at the end. Are you able to take in that you're doing something quite special?
Not really. It was more about just trying to keep each other in the moment and playing ball by ball, really. And yeah, it was good fun. We had a bit of a laugh along the way, and we talked about our sort of battles and struggles and any negative thoughts that were going through our mind, and just tried to keep each other focused on playing the next ball as well as we could. But I thoroughly enjoyed the partnership.
Andrew?
Brad, you made big runs at Cardiff last year. I mean, how did it compare the attack you faced there and the attack you faced here?
It was a lot easier, no Freddie. I can tell you that. And as I said before, that first hour and a half was the toughest and high quality Test bowling you're going to get anyway, and it was a real battle. I think the pleasing thing was that we came through the other side of it and put the result on the board that we did. But I touched on it before. It was as good as Test bowling you're going to get from Anderson Broad that session.
On the subject of Cardiff, obviously you didn't manage to push through. I mean, you had 4 centurions in that game. How conscious are you that you haven't competed?
It was a different innings from Cardiff. I was probably allowed to play with a little bit more freedom. It was the state of the game, and today sort of I sort of had to get through that. Probably not been able to play with as much freedom as I would have liked, but probably the fields they set sort of helped me in the way they cut off most of my big shots.
Because of the state of the game when you came in yesterday with Brad and facing that bowling this morning, does that sort of push up towards the top of innings that you played in Australia?
I don't know. I'm not here, not in the business of ranking my innings, but it was satisfying. I didn't think too much about the scoreboard, to be perfectly honest, when I went out there, which is odd. As I said, I haven't played Test cricket for a long time, and I was just excited to get out there in the first Ashes Test. There's been so much hype around the series, and I was just excited to get out there and finally play it, where you get some peace and quiet out there.
Might be probably close to the end of the career rather than start. Do you think innings like that allows you to play out your own destiny now?
Oh, no, I don't know about that. I think, I don't want to think too far ahead at all. I felt like I had a good summer last year, and sure enough, coming into this year, there was plenty of speculation over my place. So it doesn't take too long. For me, it's just about enjoying this Test match, enjoying this series as much as I possibly can, trying to play as well as I can, and just win back that earn. That's what it's all about. That's what we're all sort of focused on, and then we'll have a think about it later on.
Greg, Mike, you were very quick to refer the LBW. We're that confident it wasn't out. You just see how close it was.
I haven't actually. I saw the replay while I was out in the middle, but it did feel to me like it just pitched outside leg stump. So that's what I was banking on. But and then as an afterthought, I thought it might be going over as well. So I was hoping, and I was pretty happy when I saw the replay and I saw it just pitching outside leg stump. But it just goes to show that as I said yesterday, the game it's such a fine line. And so you got to make sure you enjoy the good days, because there's plenty of times when it doesn't quite go your way. So
Brad, you came in side in some kind of crisis. What was your philosophy technically on batting?
Just to basically simplify things. It was obviously in a situation where you couldn't get too far ahead of yourself, and you just had to keep things as simple as you possibly can. And that was all my mindset. But as I said before, I felt quite comfortable going out there. I was just excited to be back playing cricket.
Mike, you had 3 early shouts early on. How close did you think the third of those 3 was?
Oh, I can't remember. The
last one that both had.
All right. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I haven't thought about it. It must have been close though.
You had quite a lot of chat from Jimmy. Are you any better at understanding the main character?
Yeah, he was asking me plenty of questions today, but I didn't think he was talking to me because he kept calling me Dave. I think he's got it wrong. I'm actually Mike, not Dave.
Obviously, Graham Scott came over here as a real danger man, and Ricky actually referred to him as England's sort of new Flintoff, various sort of great partnerships. And sort of, as far as setting up the rest of the sort of battle with him for the rest of the series, how do you think that this is going to go?
I think he's a quality bowler. He's obviously it's a pretty good surface out there for the quicks, but he did a great job, and he's going to be a big threat throughout the summer.
Greg? Hans, I was just wondering exactly what went on. Mike was quite thrilled when he got the 100, and then he had the big hug, and he looked like he was still yelling and screaming when he was right in your ear hole. Did you have trouble hearing after that?
Beg your pardon? No, just said enjoy the moment. They're pretty special moments, and you play your whole career, and I don't know, Huss has got 1,500, so you have 15 special days in 15 years for Huss. So it's just enjoy the moment.
We've only had 10 wickets in 2 days, despite some good bowling. How hard do you think it's going to be to bowl it without?
Yeah, I think it's going to be tough work tomorrow, definitely. There are some cracks opening up in some good areas for us, so that hopefully can put some doubts in the batsman's mind. But we're under no illusion that it's going to be a good, hard day of Test cricket tomorrow. We've got to be very patient, very disciplined for long periods of time, and I believe if we are and hold our chances, we'll have a great chance. But yeah, we know it's going to be hard work.
Mike, obviously it was a great innings, but was there any disappointment at all missing the double time?
Yes, I was very disappointed.
What were the thoughts?
Yeah, I was very, very determined to get to 200, but it wasn't to be. But you know, as I was walking off, I thought to myself, as much as I was very disappointed, I thought I've got to soak this in and really enjoy it. It was a fantastic ovation from the Gabba crowd, and yeah, it's emotions that went through my body that I'll never forget. It was a fantastic feeling.
Brad, obviously Anderson and Broad don't have a lot to say to you. Are they kind of barking up the wrong tree, trying to get to you like that? You know what I mean? Like you,
Won't say anything to me.
well, there's one stage there where you and Broad look like you were going for about a minute and a half.
Nope.
Okay, last two with Ros and with Tim.
Did you guys pick up on England's morale? Did you sense they were getting really disheartened out there?
No, not really. I thought they actually stuck at their task pretty well, and even when we had a huge partnership going, they were still encouraging each other, and the bowlers were still charging in and giving everything. So and even when they got a wicket, they all charged in like we were 5 for 50 as well. So I actually thought they stuck at their task really well.
Mate, you're in a great position, and Brad too. Because of what's happened before, Cardiff and in India, a real sense that that you need to finish England off because you got close before, but not many managed to do it.
Yeah, I agree. That's definitely a big challenge for our team. We've been in some fantastic positions in the last year or so, and it's a challenge for our team. We've got to try and finish the job. So yeah, it's Test cricket. It's not easy. We're going to have to work hard for it. We know that, but it'll be very special if we can.
Very good. Thank you very much, everybody.